Did you know that we have already uploaded our first video on our channel before? It is about the dark reality of Dubai, focusing on how Instagram models use their bodies to make money and do business. But today, we're going to expose their harsh reality. This will be one of the weirdest things you have ever been told. In the world of social media, some Instagram models showcase a glamorous and perfect lifestyle, but behind the beautiful pictures and carefully planned posts, there is a troubling issue known as the Dubai Porta Potty. If you have been blissfully unaware of this term, consider yourself lucky. But if you are a morbidly curious person who falls into a dark internet rabbit hole during midnight scrolls, then watch this video till the end. Instagram models were first brought to light a few years ago by the website Tag the Sponsor. And it did not take long for it to become overrun with screenshots of ladies agreeing to perform a variety of obscene actions in exchange for money. Tag the Sponsor shows pictures and videos of young girls willing to do things like let guys poop on them and abuse 11-year-old boys who need to become men, among other things. According to African Insider, there have been reports about something called Dubai Porta Potties. Being a real thing since 2016, people have shared their experiences online, and there is a website called DubaiPortaPotty.top that seems to be involved in recruiting individuals for this activity. The website's homepage states, "Consider becoming a porta potty today and start earning 7 figures in US dollars within a short period of time." While that sounds bad enough in itself, it is probably worse than you thought. The rumors suggest that wealthy men bring attractive Instagram models to Dubai to have parties and spoil them with lavish gifts. In return, some of these parties involve strange and uncomfortable sexual power play fantasies, like the idea of using these women as human toilets. Of course, this is not limited to the popular destination Dubai. During these shit-faced parties, these beautiful women are required to partake in unimaginable and downright degrading activities like being shitted and peed on directly into their mouths. These models often put themselves through these situations for cash, material things, luxury treatments, and experiences. An anonymous Instagram model said, "Rich men in Dubai are paying girls to do this. It is disgusting, and they all seem to have the same strange desire." However, it is important to remember that this is just a generalization. A user from Dubai, who considers himself wealthy, clarified that he is not interested in such things, and this kind of obsession is not common in the country. It is not unexpected that attractive and young women are leveraging their natural talents to explore the world and generate considerable earnings each night. One particular industry where women frequently outperform men in terms of income is the adult film industry. Moreover, it is widely known that Dubai has emerged as a significant center for sex tourism on a global level. Despite sex work being illegal in all UAE municipalities, Dubai has long been plagued by accusations of being connected to the transportation of sex workers and trafficking of women. This illicit activity has arguably played a great role in making Dubai a preferred destination for sex tourism in the Gulf region. The clandestine nature of these operations raises serious concerns and poses challenges for local authorities in combating such activities. It is pretty easy to observe how Western women will supposedly degrade moral values just to make a few dollars off a wealthy Arab man or any other national residing in the UAE. All you have to do is search on Instagram for the sexiest girl you can find, and then you invite her to Dubai for a paid vacation for a reported $30,000, so she can brag about it to her devoted followers. Then you decide what she does in return. In Dubai, several women have bravely come forward to talk about their terrible experiences with porta potties. They say they were tricked into getting involved in a troubling business where they had to eat human waste to make money. Some of these women claim they were forced into engaging in sexual activities with people who urinated on them, all for cash. It is shocking to hear that there are also distressing claims about these women being involved with animals. One specific woman from Nigeria shared her story of how she was deceived into this situation. She was promised $18,000, but she ended up receiving only $5,700 because she couldn't bear to go through with all the sexual encounters. She met a woman on Facebook who seemed to have an exciting life in the city. They became close online, and the woman suggested a way to make money by having intimate encounters with people for payment. Despite her financial struggles, the victim trusted the woman's promise to help with expenses and repay her later. On the day of their trip, the woman took her to a man's house instead of a hotel. She realized the woman had brought her there to meet him. That night, her friend left with the man's friend, leaving her alone with the Arab man. The situation turned into a nightmare when the man forced her into sexual acts against her will. He threatened to take away her money if she didn't comply, and subjected her to humiliating and painful experiences. This included being tied to the bed, performing explicit acts, and even being coerced to interact with a dog. The distressing encounter has left her with both physical and emotional scars that still affect her deeply. Apart from the act of using the ladies' mouths as a place of toilet business, the men would make these women sleep together with camels and dogs in a very dirty environment. The women would later on go back to their country and live their flashy lives. In most of these cases, women are the most desired by the wealthy. The women are allowed to set their own hours, prices, and service offers, and there are no admission criteria. The pay is compulsory above 5 figures, who are most of the time upcoming influencers or supermodels. The majority, who are women that participate in this act, do so because they have been promised presents or money, but mostly money. These females are either from low-income families or are yearning to become rich. It has been argued that no amount of money is enough to make anyone do such unpleasant acts. Based on how people reacted, many were shocked to discover that Dubai has become a place where such terrible activities occur. However, it is not entirely surprising because Dubai has been linked to sex work, including illegal activities like trafficking women and transporting sex workers regularly. Even though there are laws against these activities, they have not been successful in completely stopping them from happening. This means that the problem is ongoing and needs more attention to be effectively addressed. Various revelations have surfaced regarding a disturbing issue, and they all trace back to a TikTok user named Shanifar, who shared a video of an anonymous 26-year-old woman. In the video, the woman recounts a horrifying story about her contractual obligations, which were based on a contract she received from a wealthy man in Dubai. The man, who identified himself as Sultan Ali, promised to pay her a total of $25,000 up front and the same amount again once she fulfilled her contractual duties. The subsequent clips that emerged were equally appalling, as many others came forward to discuss the matter. After the cases were brought alight on different social media platforms, videos of the disturbing acts quickly became popular all over the internet. What was shown in these videos was far from ordinary or acceptable. However, it is essential to know that those clips were only a small part of the shocking things happening at these parties. The videos are so distressing that they are hard to describe, but they can be found on various social media sites, especially Twitter, and some even have been censored on TikTok. Imagine if sex work is already dangerous in many countries. But now think about countries with shocking human rights abuses, where powerful clients and women are forced to sign non-disclosure agreements. These men will go to great lengths to protect themselves, and the situation becomes even more concerning. Consider this scenario. A girl involved in sex work might face unimaginable risks and difficulties if she gets into trouble. The people exploiting her may raise any evidence or traces, making it challenging for her to seek help. Even if she experiences something as horrific as rape, going to the police may not be an option because those involved are protected by their status or connections. Take the example of Dubai, where women can be imprisoned if they are involved in a relationship outside of an officially recognized marriage. So if a woman is raped, she might end up in jail because it will be blamed on her for having sex with a married man. This is absurd and unjust, but it is a harsh reality that we must be aware of. Sometimes, you may see images of glamorous and lavish lifestyles in Dubai, but we should not assume that everything is perfect for everyone. There are many beautiful and successful women, including those from Emirates and flight attendants, who may be living a seemingly luxurious life, but it doesn't mean they are exempt from risks and challenges faced by others in such situations.